I hope you have watched the first video. In that we have discussed about demand and some of the important determinants of demand. This video is a continuation of the first one. In this, we are going to discuss the other determinants of demand and demand function. Before we start with new points, let us have a recap of the points which you have already studied. You have already studied that these following factors affect demand of a commodity. In the case of price of the commodity, we can see that there is an inverse relationship between price of a commodity and demand of a product. It means when price rises, demand falls, and when price falls, demand rises. But when we come to the second point, income of the consumer and demand for normal goods are directly related. But there is an inverse relationship existing between income of the consumer and demand for inferior goods. And in the case of inexpensive necessities, demand increases with increase in income up to certain level. Thereafter, it remains constant irrespective of all levels of income. When we come to the third point, consumers' taste and preference. If the change in consumers' taste and preference is in favor of the commodity, demand will increase. But if change in consumers' taste and preference is against the commodity, demand will decrease. Then the fourth point, price of related goods. There is a direct relationship between demand for a product and price of its substitute. But there is an inverse relationship between demand for a product and price of its complement. I hope that you have understood all these points. So let us study other factors which affect the demand of a commodity. They are consumers' expectation, consumers' credit facilities, size and composition of population, distribution of income, government policies. Let us study about each factor in detail. Consumers' expectation. Consumers' expectation regarding future price, future income, and availability of goods in future can affect the demand of a commodity. Let us study about first one, consumers' expectation with regard to future price. How does consumers' expectation affect the demand of a commodity? If consumers expect a rise in the price of the commodity in future, then demand rises. But if consumers expect a fall in the price in future, then demand falls. For example, if consumers expect that price of gold is going to rise from next month, they will buy more today in order to avoid buying it at a higher price in the future. But if people expect that the price is going to fall in the future, they will postpone the consumption now and they will buy it in the future when the price comes down. So we can see that if the consumers expect a rise in the price, they will buy more today. But if they expect a fall in the price, they will buy less today. We can see in this example, in the diagram, D0 shows the demand curve of silver. So in the beginning, demand curve of silver is D0. When consumers expect the price of silver to fall, how does it affect the demand for silver? We can see that demand curve shifted leftward, the D1 demand curve. It shows that demand has decreased. Demand decreases in anticipation of lower prices in the future. As people expected that the price is going to fall in future, they start buying less today. So we can see that if consumers expect a rise in the price of the commodity in future, then demand rises. If consumers expect a fall in the price, then demand falls. Let us come to the next one. How consumers' expectation with regard to future income affect their demand. If people expect an increase in their income in the near future, demand rises. But if they expect a fall in income, demand falls. For example, if the income of your family is going to increase from next month, this month itself you will start buying more. But if you expect a fall in your income from next month, your demand starts falling. So people behave in such a way that when they expect an increase in their income, they will buy more. But if they expect a fall in the income, they will buy less. And how does consumers' expectation regarding scarcity of goods affect the demand of a commodity? If consumers expect scarcity of goods in future, the current demand would increase. You know that during certain emergency situation like a war or lockdown, people fear that there will be shortage of goods in future. If they expect that there is shortage of goods in future, they will buy more today and store the commodity for future. So we can see that if consumers expect less availability of goods in future, the current demand would increase. We can see in this example, this shows the demand of chocolate bar. First demand curve is D1, the 300 quantities demanded. When people expected that there is a shortage of chocolate, so they start demanding more. Demand curve shifted rightward. It shows that from 300, quantity demanded increases to 400. It shows that if consumers expect shortage of goods, they will demand more today. So we can say that consumers' expectation with regard to future price, future income, and future availability of goods can affect the demand of a commodity. Okay. Another factor which affects the demand for a commodity is consumer credit facilities. If consumers have more credit facilities, then demand for certain goods will increase. Consumers have more credit facilities, we mean that they are able to take loan from banks. So when they are able to take a loan from banks, they would be able to buy many goods which they could not have purchased otherwise. You know that many banks are giving loan facilities to consumers to buy expensive durable commodities such as cars, houses, computer, etc. As a result of these facilities available to them, demand for goods also will increase. For example, demand for cars and two-wheelers have increased in India mainly because of consumer credit facilities. So we can say that it is also an important factor which affects the demand for commodities. Let us study the next factor, demonstration effect. Demonstration effect, we mean the tendency of people to imitate the consumption pattern of others, such as friends, relatives, or neighbors, etc. When people have such a tendency, they will be ready to buy many goods which others use. As a result, we can see that demand for commodities increases when people have the tendency to follow the consumption pattern of others. Demand for luxury cars, TV set, etc. increases when people have such a consumption pattern. So, demonstration effect is also an important factor which affects demand for a commodity. The factors we have discussed till now, they are mainly affecting the demand of an individual consumer. that is a single consumer. But the market demand is the sum total of demands of all the consumers. These points are equally important for market demand also. But other than these factors, there are certain factors which also affect the market demand for commodities. Let us study those factors. Size and composition of population. Size of the population we mean number of people in the country. So if there is an increase in the size of population, demand will increase. So more people means more number of consumers. So when there is an increase in the size of population, demand also increases. But if there is a decrease in the size of population, demand will decrease. You know that our country is a highly populated country. So demand for commodities in India is very high due to huge population. But if a country is with less population, demand for commodities will be less. So we can see that depends on size of the population, demand also changes. Next one is composition of population. Composition of population we mean classification of people on the basis of characteristics such as age, sex, etc. If we classify the people in the total population, like how many are children, adult, males, female, etc., that we call by the name composition of population. Demand for different goods will be different, depends on the composition of population, because different category of people, different type of goods. For example, if number of children in our country increases, demand for chocolate, toys, etc. will increase. If number of teenagers increases, then the demand for jeans, cricket bat, etc. will increase. So depend on the composition of population, demand also will be different. Another factor which affect the market demand for a commodity is distribution of income. How the distribution of income in a country is done, demand for goods also will change. If the distribution of income in a country is equal, there will be more demand for necessities and less demand for luxury goods. Distribution of income in a country is equal in the sense that there is no difference between rich and poor, all are equal. In such a case, the demand for necessities will be more. But if the distribution of income in a country is unequal, there will be more demand for luxury goods. Distribution of income is unequal, it means that some are very rich, some others are very poor. So when there is unequal distribution of income, inequality between the income of the people, there will be more demand for luxury goods. So we can say that depends on distribution of income, demand for commodities also change. Next factor is climatic factors. Demand for different commodities changes due to climatic factors. As you know that different goods are needed for different climate. When climate changes, demand for goods also change. As you know that during summer, there will be more demand for ice cream, air conditioners, cotton clothes, etc. But demand for woolen clothes increases during winter. During winter, we demand more heaters or woolen clothes, etc. During rainy season, there will be more demand for raincoat, umbrellas, etc. So it depends on climatic condition, demand for commodities also changes. Another important factor which affects the demand for a commodity is government policy. You know that the policy of government regarding taxation and public expenditure we call by the name government policy. If the government imposes more tax on commodities, then demand for commodities will fall. As you know that the government imposes taxes such as GST, excise duties, etc. on commodities. When these taxes are imposed on commodities, price of the commodities will increase. When price of commodities will increase, demand for these commodities will fall. As you have studied in the first factor that price of a commodity and demand for a commodity are inversely related. So due to more taxes, prices will increase. So when price increase, demand for commodities will fall. But if the government incurs more expenditure on construction of roads, setting up of industries, etc., demand for goods will increase. It means if the government spend more money for construction of roads or for construction of bridge, flyovers, or starting of industries, etc., the demand for goods needed for such a construction purpose will become more. So we can see that depends on government policy, the demand for commodities will change. So these factors which we have studied are called the determinants of demand. All these factors which we have mentioned can influence the demand for a commodity, and they are called as determinants of demand. So as they are the determinants of demand, we can say that demand for a commodity is a function of all these factors. And that functional relationship between demand for a commodity and its determinants is called by the name demand function. I repeat, there is a functional relationship existing between demand for a commodity and its determinants, and that function relationship is called by the name demand function. It is algebraically expressed as dn is a function of pn, pr, y, t, e, h, y bar, g, etc. Let us see what each letter represents. dn is demand for a particular commodity n. F shows functional relationship between demand for commodity n and the factors affecting its demand. Pn shows price of the commodity n. PR, that is price of related goods such as substitute or complementary goods. Y shows income of the consumer. T, taste and preference of the consumer. H, size of population. Y bar, distribution of income. And G is government policy. Already we have studied that these all factors can affect the demand for a commodity, and the functional relationship between demand for a commodity and these determinants is called by the name demand function. Let us conclude our topic here. Thank you all of you.